Right next to me is the highest trim non-hybrid Accord that you can buy. This is the 2025 Honda Accord 1.5T SE. Now, you do have the EX and the SE. That's all you have for non-hybrid Accords. You can go up in other trims, but those are all hybrid. So this is technically the highest trim non-hybrid Accord that you can still buy. And it's priced at $31,000 after destination fee. Is it worth that price tag? Well, in this video, I'll be taking you through everything this vehicle has to offer, and let's see it together. Is it worth it? Huge thank you to Executive Honda of Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below. Let's dive right into it and start off with the front. And Honda's absolutely nailed the new version of the Accord. I think they took a little look at Mazda with all their angry, aggressive look and said, we want to recreate that. This vehicle has LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, and LED turn signals all built into this piece right here. Then you have ton of airflow. Up here, this is airflow. And even down here, that's airflow for the intercooler and radiator. All this is gloss black up here. You have the Honda badge right front and center, but that's actually not just a badge. There's actually a little electronic bits in there. So that's for the adaptive cruise control, which I'll get in when I talk about the inside. Over here on the side, this is actually an airflow pocket. So I can stick my hand in there and that takes air, sucks it through to the side to improve the aerodynamics of this vehicle. And that airflow actually comes out the back here, which I'll pan to and show you that. Down here, this is a little plastic bumper. Every vehicle is going to have some plastic in it, so this down here is all plastic, but it has a little flair to it. It makes it look super nice, like a little lip splitter on the front here. It actually makes it look super nice. Then you have the front license plate holder. What do you think about the front? Because I think Honda has absolutely nailed it. Under the hood, this vehicle has some pretty healthy numbers. It's a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that is producing 192 horsepower and guess, 192 foot-pounds of torque. It's odd how it's the exact same. All that power is going to both front wheels because it's front-wheel drive, and it's going through a CVT transmission. And this engine gives this vehicle a pretty healthy average of 32 miles to the gallon. If you like cars just like me, can you hit that subscribe button down below? Only takes 1 second, helps me out a lot. Thank you. The key fob of this vehicle is very simple. Black plastic, tiny, the Honda logo on this side. Simple stuff, lock, unlock, every vehicle has that. Then if you double tap the lock, hold this, and the vehicle should remote start. Give it a second. And yep, now the vehicle's on, and then you can let it warm up and hop in and go. But then this, hold that, and the trunk should open up. But now you can't shut it. It's only automatic up one way, and then you have to manually go and shut it. But that's the key fob. There's no roof rails on top, but there is a sunroof here. These mirrors have blind spot monitoring built into them, but they do not have turn signals built on the side, which other vehicles do. And these are 17-inch alloy rims with all-season weather tires. It's actually a really cool rim design. I like that a lot. And then with your keys in your pocket, just go up, hit these little 3 things, and the vehicle locks. And then I'm pretty sure if you hold it, and then it unlocks. And that same locking feature is also on the passenger side door. So do it the same here, lock, and then hold it again, and it unlocks. Open up the rear door and you're greeted to plastic. I mean, there's plastic up top here, the middle, down below. That's who you want it to be plastic though. You put drinks, snacks, it gets dirty, you wash it away. There actually is no speaker grill in the rear here. It's actually kind of odd. Every other vehicle has a speaker grill here or here. There's none in the back. Now there is this little kind of softer plastic material. You rest your arm there and it's actually kind of hard, not really soft at all, but that's to rest your arm, feels good. Then you have a little spot for coins, window control, door handle. Now hopping in the rear here, it's all cloth seats, but don't knock cloth seats. Look at this. Look at how plush this is. You sink in these seats. It's like kind of like a memory foam type thing, and it's so comfortable to sit in. I would take this over leather any day. And the legroom in the back is incredible. That's set to my driving position. I'm 5'8", I'm not tall whatsoever, but look at the amount of legroom I have. So 2 5'8" people, perfectly fine. Then I'm assuming if you push this back like a 6 foot tall person, and I would still have good amount of room if I was 6 foot. Let's see, headroom. I'm not, you know, maybe what, 2-3 inches left. So nothing crazy, but 6 foot tall, I think you can probably do it. You got a light up here, grab handle in case your friend's going absolutely crazy on the road. You have dual AC vents, 2 USB Type-C ports, and now there is a middle hump here. So let's see how would it be to sit in the middle seat. Let's see, if I do this, that's really not comfortable. So you're gonna have to man spread. But look at the amount of room you would have if you have 3 adults in here. You still have a ton of room in this vehicle. You have a little storage pocket there. And then these do not recline, these seats, and the headrests don't move. They're built into the chair here, which is actually kind of odd, but you do have this couple other armrests you can pull down. 2 cup holders right there. It's actually very nice and plush. Open up the front door and it's completely different ball game than the rear. You got soft touch plastic up here. You have this leather trim type material all around there. It's actually very nice and squishy. This softer touch plastic here, that's even softer than the rear. So it's odd how this is even softer. But spot for coins, window controls, 2 are 1 touch down, 1 touch up. The other ones you have to hold down and hold up. Mirror controls, door handle. Then this is down here. This is hard touch plastic. Again, put snacks, drinks there, wash it away. And you do actually have a speaker grill, where in the rear you didn't have a speaker grill at all. So that's pretty cool. Now, both these front seats are heated cloth and bucket seats, and they do bolster you in very well. And look at, again, the cloth, it's so plush. Leather is usually kind of hard and not that plush. Like, look at this. This is nice. And it has power controls, so forward, back, up, down, you tilt, and then lumbar. But sadly, the passenger is all manual controls. So you have the tilt there and then forward and back here. Turn on the vehicle to push to start and you're greeted to a digital gauge cluster that is very customizable. This thing has so much stuff, which I'll get into. So you have your digital miles per hour there. Then you have your digital kind of, but looks like analog, RPMs gauge, and then miles per hour there. Then you have your engine temperature and then fuel on that side. But this whole thing can be changed. That screen can be changed and that, even the whole entire layout. So these little dials here, that and that side, can change each screen. So this one controls the left screen. So if I scroll up and down on this, I can go through AM, FM radio, Bluetooth, and go hit that. So if I want FM radio, it's probably gonna turn on the radio for me. Yep. So then I can see, okay, what radio station I'm playing, 92.5. If you have your Bluetooth set up, it'll show exactly what song from your phone you're listening to. So that's very cool. The time is right down there. But then this screen can also be changed, but this can be changed to a lot more. So you change this little dial down here. You have range, fuel, speed and time, driver attention monitor. It's going to alert, okay, hey, if you're dozing off or you should take a break. But then keep scrolling it down. You have something called seatbelts, which I think is very, very cool. So it's showing me that I'm not seatbelted right now because I'm not. So if I go here and buckle, it's going to do a check mark. So now all the seats in the back are already checked because they're buckled. But let's say a kid in the back unbuckles. Now it'll show an X there. So as you're driving, let's say 60, 70 on the highway and you can't really look back, well, you can look at here, see if your kids are unbuckled. And if they are, go yell at them. Then you can continue to scroll down. You have oil maintenance life, you have safety controls, and might as well go over the safety controls now because this vehicle has blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control right here, lane keep assist. But what's pretty cool is you can go and change a lot of that stuff off. So just hit this little tab here, and then you can have road departure mitigation, turn that off, blind spot information, turn that off, and collision mitigation braking. Hey, if you want to turn all those off or have them on, you can do that. This also has a backup camera with moving trajectory lines. That is not the clearest camera in the world, but it still gets the job done. I like how there's moving trajectory lines. I just filmed a Mazda that had an extremely clear camera, but no trajectory lines that moved. So I guess it's one or the other with these vehicles. And then also you have other cameras, but that is not it because this whole gauge can be changed. What do I mean by that? Well, go in here, hit the gauge display settings, go down to gauge design, and now you have a bunch of different stuff here. So it's on round right now. What if I want to go bar? It turns it to more of like a race car style with your miles per hour there, your RPMs over on that side, but there's even way more. So there's round minimal and bar minimal, and that will do is take these stuff out of it so you don't have to be clustered. But what if you want to go totally minimal? Just takes that out completely. So you have now no RPM gauge, but you still have a miles per hour right in the center. So if you want just kind of nothing here, that's what you got. Also, what is that car there? It shows a picture of the Accord. So why is that there? Well, when you go your turn signals, it shows up on that little screen. If I hit the brakes, it shows as well. And then lights. That's going to show. It's a little display of your vehicle, and I really like that. The steering wheel of this vehicle is non-leather. It's actually this kind of harder plastic material. No paddle shifters on the back, and it is not heated. Now you do have controls over here. So that's your safety controls that I showed you earlier, but this is to change your volume, that's to talk, and then that's to skip songs, and those little dials are to change that gauge. Now this vehicle does have a touchscreen with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. It is wired though, and when I mean very simple, I mean very simple. Now you can get an upgraded screen that has more features with it, but this just has phone, radio, media, and then Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. That is actually it with this screen. Now you do have some settings you can go and adjust, but that is basically it. There's nothing else you could do with this. This is to adjust the radio, hit it to turn off the volume right there, and just makes the screen go kind of blank. That's to change the volume. I do like how there's physical buttons down here. So instead of scrolling through everything and going through the whole menu, you just boop, boop, hit it and change the stuff. Below the touchscreen, this vehicle has physical AC controls, and they're actually dual zone. So the driver can have it extremely hot and the passenger can have it extremely cold if they want. These are your heated seat controls, just boop, 3 levels there. And then it's very, very clicky. So turn the fan on or off. I like that, if you can hear that. Oh, it's so satisfying and nice to use. And then down here, you have 2 USB Type-C ports, a big spot to put some snacks, your phone. It does not have a wireless charging pad in this model, or this trim, I mean, but you could put a phone there if you want to and rest it and hook it up with a cable. There's 2 cup holders right here to put a water bottle, nice and snug. You have your gear shifter here, and now you do have a sport and a low mode in it. And then this your eco mode, auto start stop, and then your parking brake hold button. The armrest is actually very plush in this vehicle. I've been resting my arm the whole time, and then lift it up, and you have a decent storage pocket. Like, this is my camera back. I'll just put it in there, and it fits some pretty good stuff. And you actually have a 12 volt, if I could open it up, 12 volt cigarette outlet port. I really never talk about it in vehicles, but this has a sunglasses holder. I'm pretty sure like every vehicle has that. And then it has the sunroof. So open that up and then hit this button, and the sunroof opens up. And let's see, how far does it go open? Wow, it actually goes the whole way. So you can put your whole body out there and enjoy the outside. And I actually almost forgot to talk about it, but this vehicle is probably one of the coolest things. It has stop sign monitoring and speed limit monitoring. What is that? Well, if you come close to a stop sign, it's going to show there. So if you're looking down, you could see, hey, there's a stop sign right in front of me. You should see there's one right in front of you, but it shows here. And then what's also cool is the speed limit. So right now, this road is a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. So it's going to show you 40 there. Let's say if it's 25, it'll show you 25 and whatever it is. So if you don't know the speed limit, your car will tell you. The rear of the vehicle has the same minimalist look that the front had. So you have this little lip spoiler that pops out. I'll show it from an angle here. This vehicle has LED taillights, LED turn signals, and it wraps all the way over here to the front Honda badge, or I guess the rear Honda badge. You have a cord right there, but no SE badge on that side. It's just blank. So it's really like kind of a sleek design. That's really all it is here. You have your license plate holder there, your little parking camera, and that's it. Then you have this plastic piece down here. Same with the front. They have plastic down at the bottom. And then there is dual exhaust tips, which I'll pan to. It's tucked under there, but it actually is dual exhaust tips. Now, how is the rear trunk space in this vehicle? We'll just hit that button and the trunk automatically opens up. And it's actually incredible. Like, I could fit my whole entire body in here, lay out. I'm 5'8", I'm not the tallest, but it fits 1, and let's see. I think it could fit 2. Yeah, it fits 2 mats totally fine in the back here. So you have so much storage if you want, but let's say you want even more storage. Just hit this little tab here, and you can pull the rear seats down. Now, it's probably easier to karate chop kick them like this because they are deep back. So karate chop kick them down, and then I'll show you, you can kind of go through the whole entire vehicle and go to this side. Now, does this vehicle include a spare tire or a fix-a-flat? Well, let's see. Lift this up, and wow, they actually include a spare tire. So good job on Honda for having a spare. Taking the Honda Accord out on the road, how does it feel to drive? Well, it actually feels really nice. It's smooth, it's calm, it's just chill. But I do gotta say, the road and engine noise, you do hear that a lot in this vehicle. You actually hear the engine noise more than the road noise, which is actually kind of funny. So I wish they put a little bit more sound deadening in the engine, because if you hit it, you definitely hear that pickup. And it's a, it's a nice 1.5 turbo engine, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like a race car engine where you wanna hear it. So I wish they put a little bit more sound deadening. I mean, it's a $30,000 vehicle, so you kind of get what you pay for on this. But overall, the handling is super chill. It's low to the ground. It actually just, you could throw this thing right into corners if you want. I like it a lot. 0 to 60 is 7.6 seconds, so it gets up and goes. I'm pretty sure the hybrid is 6.5, so it's a little bit faster. And braking, let's kind of come to a brake. Whoa, okay. Yeah, that does. When you hit the brakes, it definitely brakes if you want it to. So this is overall, this is a very good vehicle. I feel like this is good for a newer family. Not, a family of like 6 or something, but a new like couple that, has, let's say it's just them and they have a kid on the way. It's perfect. You'd put a car seat in the back. So would I recommend this vehicle? I gotta say, yeah, it's a nice price. It has some pretty cool features to it. It's an overall chill experience. So it just came up to potholes there. didn't feel them whatsoever. The suspension is very nice in this. So overall, this is a good buy. But the real question is, what do you think about this vehicle? Do you like it or do you absolutely hate it? And do you think this is worth the $31,000? Hey, be honest, let me know in the comments below. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep updated with more content. And a huge thank you to Executive Honda at Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below.